And I'll start with the worst one first because this is somewhat of a Bills podcast on this show. But the Bills were like, you know what? We lost our entire team this offseason and we had to cut everyone because Josh Allen's contract is kicking in here. Had to trade away Stephon Diggs. So you know what we should do here? Sign a gold medalist wrestler who hasn't played football.
That's genius. Isn't he like a 3-time gold medalist too?
Yeah, he's like a 3-time gold medalist, but he's a wrestler who did not play football in college, has not played football, maybe played football in high school or college, but you're signing a wrestler to be like, oh, maybe we could turn this guy into a defensive lineman. Sean McDermott, what a genius as a defensive head coach. We're so far ahead of the curve. We're going to revolutionize the NFL. It's just like when Chris Hogan, like he was someone who had played rugby before he turned into an NFL player, but I don't know. You're trying to turn a wrestler into a defensive lineman. It just smells of desperation.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? And I know that this was a little bit more severe because he had played in the NFL before, but when the Jaguars signed Tim Tebow after he hadn't been in the league for 8 years, and he could play tight end, a position he never played in high school, college, or the NFL. And it just felt like Urban Meyer was doing a favor for him. This maybe is not to that same level of patheticness, but at least to a level of, what are you doing? Because this guy has never played in the NFL and never played college, probably played high school a decade before, and he's going to be your defensive tackle. Like, chances are he's not going to make it out of training camp, but God forbid he does. He's going to be the guy that's going to be fighting for you behind, like I just don't see how this pans out. This does seem desperate. This is a team that has no cap space, and their team fell apart. Now they're relying on Curtis Samuel and Khalil Shakir. I just don't think this isn't going to pan out well for the boys in blue.
Yeah, I'm trying to see now if he actually has experience playing football.
It doesn't look like he does from what
I don't think so.
From what I had read.
Yeah,
but he
Bill's
is a gold
Gable
medalist.
Stevenson switches from pro wrestling to football. Did The Rock switch from football to wrestling, or did he switch from wrestling to football? Because typically you start out and you realize, wow, football's really hard. Why don't I take a bunch of steroids and use my star power to wrestle?
Same with Brock Lesnar.